All right, good morning, everybody. We're so excited to be here today. So my name is Chella Parks. I am the Director of Education for Chella, and I've been with Chella for over 12 years now, educating all about brows all across the world. So as everyone is joining, I'd love to hear where all of you are located. I'm currently at our headquarters in Camarillo, California. So if you could drop in that chat box and let us know where you are located, where you're from today, we'd love to hear from everybody. And today we're going over quite a few things. We're going to give you a quick overview of Chella. We are going to be talking all about brows, how to do a 60-second brow fill, how to incorporate this into your services, your existing menus, go through our product knowledge guide, and do a live demonstration on Jocelyn, who is our fulfillment manager. So Jocelyn is going to be our model today. And as we're doing that, we're going to finish up with talking about how to retail and talking about our kits, because kits are one of our top revenue drivers for our salons and spas. So I'd love to see everybody joining in. We've got Blanca from Mexico City. We've got Marcy from Delaware. Love that for everybody. Thank you for connecting with us today. And just a reminder, after this survey, you are actually going to have after this webinar, there's going to be a post survey that's going to automatically pop up for you. And if you fill that out, you're going to receive a free brow pencil. So we will ship you the brow pencil of your shade, or if you have your whole team on, we'll make sure to get everybody's shade from you if you fill out that survey. So let's jump into it. I'm going to share screen and show you our product knowledge guide. And as so Chella, we're founded in 2003 as an anti-aging skincare line, and then developed the Brow and Eye collection in 2011. And I've been with them for 12 plus years. But one of the things I love about this company is that it really aligns with my values, your clients' values, a lot of your values out there too, which is that it's clean beauty. So it's clean, vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, really great quality products. And it's just a natural enhancement. So you don't have to do a full face of makeup with brows or with Chella. You can just focus on the brows and eyes. So it's just skincare and brows, and it's nothing that's going to overwhelm. It's just a very natural enhancement, and it works seamlessly into your service integration. So if you're already offering brows or beauty services, you can easily add on Chella. Chris Kolodziejski, our founder and CEO, he actually was inspired to create this line when he was watching his mom get ready every day. He used to be an ex-NFL player, and he put on his helmet every day. Well, he watched his mom get ready every single day, put on her makeup every day, and feel that same sense of empowerment through cosmetics. For him, it was professional football. For his mom, it was cosmetics, but it really helped inspire his journey on making a brand out there for us that is clean, cruelty-free, and helps us feel empowered. We're very inclusive, so we have 9 different shades to fill in with and 6 different highlighter shades, and it's fresh brows and eyes to match your vibe. So it's just, again, everything about being clean, fresh, cruelty-free, vegan, all of those great topics. We've been featured all over, so we compete with the best of the best out there. We have competitive products that are clean beauty. We've been featured in Vogue, Elle, People, Refinery29 with some really powerful reviews about our products. So we have a great market share in the brow and eye category. We love to ask the question, are you finishing every brow or beauty service with a quick complimentary brow fill? Because if not, you could be missing out. Right? So we're doing our beauty service. We just did somebody's hair. We just did somebody's facial. We just finished doing their brows, but then we let them walk out the door. But they go out the door, or they go to the locker room and they go and they fill in their brows because they want to feel finished and put together. I can personally say that whenever I get my hair done or a facial done, I have to go touch up afterwards with just like a little brow gel or a little brow pencil just to feel a little bit more put together. So you could be offering that to them, and it's a 60-second brow fill. It's very easy, and brows are one of the most booked services right now. So it's definitely something that people are looking for. That 60-second brow fill, you can use the eyebrow cream or eyebrow pencil. Both are great options. And we will be demoing this today on Jocelyn. So you'll see the 60-second brow fill as well as our how to brow in 3 easy steps, which is step 1, that fill, the 60-second brow fill. Step 2 is to define with the clear brow gel. And step 3 is to highlight. So the How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps that we're going to show you today is a great option to incorporate into your menus as a potential add-on. So you can add in about 5 to 10 minutes and do the full How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps. Or you can just do the 60-second brow fill that could be complimentary. So the first product that we're going to talk about is our eyebrow cream. Now, this is a really cool product. It's very unique. If you're familiar with a brow pomade, sometimes they can be a bit too pigmented, too intense. They don't blend out. Well, this is the opposite. So the brow cream, it's very creamy, very velvety. It's got an airlock seal, so it's not going to dry out on you, and it's all in one. So it's got a built-in brush, the pot on the bottom, and it comes in 9 different shades. So this product is also very buildable. Whenever I'm using this product on a client, I always like to go a shade lighter when I do this because it's going to help it look more natural. And then if I want to go a shade darker, I'll actually switch to the eyebrow pencil, and I'll typically match the brow hair. So the brow pencil is a phenomenal product as well that a lot of our clients are familiar with. A brow pencil has a spoolie on one side, a retractable tip on the other, 9 different shades to fill in with again, and it's still going to stay in place all day long. And I do want to go back to the brow cream really quickly though, because I do want to mention that this is water resistant. This brow cream is not going to smudge on you. You can work out in it. You can jump in the ocean in it. It's not going to move on you. It's going to hold in place all day long. And our brow pencil, it's going to stay in place all day long, but you might touch up throughout the day just a little bit. It's not going to smudge on you. It's got vitamin C and E, so it's got great antioxidant properties in it. And it's something that our customers and clients, they're used to it. They're used to grabbing a brow pencil. This is something that they gravitate to quite often. It's actually our #1 seller, with our brow cream being our 2nd best seller. Our eyebrow defining gel. Now this is a clear brow gel. It's a very lightweight formula. It's going to define, so it's going to lift and hold the brows up into place, and it is clear. So it works great for everybody. You can use it with step 1 with the fill product, or I typically use this every single day. Even if I don't fill my brows, I still use my eyebrow cream, my eyebrow gel, because I want to have my hairs brushed up and lifted. So even if I'm just going to the gym, bare face, I put on brow gel. It's got aloe vera in it, so the aloe vera is very hydrating, which makes it so that the brow gel is not going to get flaky or crispy on you throughout the day, but it's still going to hold the hairs in place. And it's great for male clientele as well. Our highlighter pencils. Now this is step 3 in our How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps. Oh, but I see we have a question. Does the gel keep the product, help keep the product last longer? So the brow gel really holds the hairs into place. The product's still going to stay in place with or without the gel, but the brow gel helps hold the lift that you do with the brow hair specifically. Great question, Lynn. Our highlighter pencils, these come in the 4 different shades: light, medium, dark, and deep. They're very creamy. They've got Candelilla Cera, so they help really blend things out smoothly. They've got vitamin E, which is another great antioxidant property in there. They work as the highlighter for your brow bone right below, or you can use it as a concealer or to touch up throughout the day. Oftentimes your clients might use the light for anywhere they want to use the highlighter to give the highlight to, but they can also use the medium as like a concealer option too. And we even have people using our dark and deep as like contour and bronzing options too. Oops, sorry about that. The highlighter pencils also come in our shimmers. So they come in light and dark shimmer, which are very universal. These have shea butter, jojoba seed oil. They blend out really effortlessly. The shimmer highlighters, you put anywhere you want a little sheen. So if you're trying to catch the light, you're going to put it on your brow bone, your cheekbone, inner corner of your eye, your cupid's bow, your nose, anywhere you want that little bit of sheen to go to. And then both shades can be used on all skin tones. So like I would personally use a light highlighter for my overall glow, but I would use the dark highlighter as like maybe an eyeshadow topper, or maybe on the cheeks a little bit to give a little bit more of that golden hue. And then I also use the light highlighter on very dark or deep skin tones as well. All those items get retailed individually, or they come into a custom kit. Now this kit is a huge revenue driver, and it has a built-in savings into it. So I'm going to stop share so you all can see me up close and personal now. So we're going to hold up this kit for you. Let us know in the chat box if you have any questions about any of the products that we just covered. So we covered the eyebrow cream, the eyebrow pencil, the highlighters in matte and shimmer, and we covered the eyebrow defining gel. So all those products can be retailed individually. So if you just did a 60-second brow fill, you're able to just retail the brow pencil or the brow cream by itself, or you can retail them, the How to Brow Custom Kit, if you did all 3 steps. Now these kits, they're a huge revenue driver. They're great gifts. They are very luxurious. They have a magnetic close to it, so they're very high quality. They come like this, where you open it up, you have instructions for your client when you go home, step-by-step instructions. It comes with a little makeup bag. And then you're gonna see, oh my gosh, why does this kit have 2 empty slots? What do I do with this? Well, not everybody is the same shade. So we customize this kit specifically for your client. So if we're doing it for me, I would probably be using the medium brown eyebrow pencil or cream and the light highlighter. So now I can grab those 2 products and fill out the kit. This also comes in a pencil version. So you have the cream kit or you have a pencil kit. So depending on what you use on your client, you grab the appropriate kit and then you'll select their shades to go inside. So when I get to the register, I'm then going to scan out my eyebrow cream. I'm going to put it in the kit for them. My highlighter pencil, I'm going to put it in the kit for them. And I'm going to scan the box. The box is what has the built-in savings. So once you scan all 3 items out, it's either going to come to $75 for the pencil kit or $80 for the cream kit. So your client is saving $20 because the cream kit is a $100 value that they're getting for $80, and the pencil kit is a $95 value that they're getting for $75. So it's a really great built-in value for them, and it gives them everything they need to go home with. I will tell you that these kits are one of my favorite items because I almost always retail one of these to my clients, because after I do their brows, they're always asking me, well, how do I do this every day? And I like to make sure that they're holding a mirror when I do it so that they feel confident when they go home to be able to recreate what I did. But I also will tell them about the kit, because the kit is like taking you home every day to be able to apply the products. So it's a great option for them. Okay, I'm gonna just check the comments really quick. I see somebody, Blanca, saying that she's wearing the shimmer highlighter today. I love that, Blanca. That is such a great highlighter to have for everyday use. Okay, so with that being said, we are gonna show you quickly our color matching guides. And if you are using our products currently, I'd love to hear from you and let me know, are you a brow cream person or a brow pencil? What is your favorite? I personally have been using, I go back and forth a lot. I use the pencil or the cream, just depending on my mood, to be honest with you. So I'm going to share screen again so you all can see our color matching guides. Now these color matching guides, we recommend having these laminated and in every area that you are doing the service, even by your displays, because you want to be able to color match on the fly, to know the shades. And if you don't know the shades, this is a great option for you to be able to quickly reference. So laminate these, put them in every service area. I see Lynn is saying she goes back and forth. She's usually faster with the pencil though. Same, Lynn, I feel the same way. Blanca's saying she uses the taupe pencil and the blonde cream every day. Love that, Blanca. That brings me to the next point, actually, is that you can be more than one shade and you can use both products together. So if I'm color matching somebody and they're sitting in my chair, I'm going to typically consult with them, ask them what they like to use, and then go with my best recommendation for them. When they're sitting there though, I'm going to be looking at their brows and the hair on their head to kind of figure out what is going to match the best for both areas. And oftentimes they can be more than one shade. So if I'm using the brow cream, I'll typically go one shade lighter. And if I'm using the brow pencil, I'll match their brow shade or go one shade darker. So just depends on the client, but they can be more than one shade. I wear taupe and medium brown. And on our model today, Jocelyn, she could be medium brown, deep brown, many different shades as well. So the beautiful blonde, this is our lightest shade in the line. It's a cool tone blonde. There's no red in it. It looks very natural. Our luscious light brown, it's a golden tone shade, great for blonde to light brown hair with a little bit of golden hue or any like strawberry blondes. This works great as well for them. Tantalizing taupe is our most universal shade because it's cool tone. It complements anywhere from blonde to dark brown hair. So you have a lot of variety with that. Marvelous medium brown. I'm wearing it today. It's a softer brown and it's cool in tone as well. And it can be built up for anywhere for dark brown hair to medium brown hair. Our awesome auburn. Now this is a really unique shade to our line. It is a beautiful auburn that sometimes I mix with our light brown or our blonde, but it works great for somebody who naturally is an auburn because it's very hard to find this shade. So people absolutely love this when they discover it. Our dazzling dark brown, this is a warm toned dark brown, works great anywhere for light brown to dark brown hair that has a little bit of red to it. It's got a little red hue to it. Delightful deep brown. Now this is a cool toned deep brown. So anywhere from medium to really deep brown hair, this works perfectly. Our graceful gray. Now this is a really, again, another unique shade to our line. It is actually our #1 seller in the UK. And it works anywhere from platinum to ash toned hair, all the way up to, of course, that soft gray hair. We've even had some people with deeper skin tones. They love to use this as more like a graphite color. Works really beautiful. Elegant ebony. Now don't be afraid of this shade because if somebody naturally has black hair, I typically lean towards the ebony because it is a cool tone black. So it doesn't have any warmth to it, but it looks very natural when somebody naturally has black hair. Good. Any questions? And then we're going to go through our highlighter shades very quickly as well. So our highlighter shades, we also recommend having these laminated in any service area. So you can see they're laminated right here, but they come in light, medium, dark, and deep, a little bit more self-explanatory. I typically, with a highlighter shade, I will match the client to one shade lighter than their skin tone. So the light highlighter works best for light skin tones, ivory skin tones, fair skin tones. Medium works great for medium skin tones, tan skin tones. Sometimes you might be light in the summer and light in the winter and medium in the summer. So it works great for medium to tan skin tones. Our dark highlighter is great for, of course, dark skin tones. It's not ashy, it still brightens, and it's got this more like neutral peachy undertone to it. Our deep highlighter, this one's great for deep skin tones. It's a neutral undertone, which is very important. It doesn't have ash or orange to it, so it looks very natural. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the light and dark shimmer highlighters are very universal. You could pretty much use either one on any skin tone, just depending on where you place it. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions so far, but if you do have questions, we want to make this as interactive as possible. So please put some questions in the chat box for us. And we're going to ask our model to come up here and Jocelyn. And we're going to show you the quick 60-second brow fill. So it's really easy to do. It only takes 60 seconds and you can either use the cream or the pencil. Thank you, Jocelyn. So this is Jocelyn. She's our fulfillment manager. She's the one shipping out all of your orders to you all across the world. So thank you for being here, of course. And I'm going to switch to a close-up camera on Jocelyn so you all can see what I'm doing. And we're going to do that quick 60-second brow fill. And Jocelyn makes one of the most perfect models because, sorry to put you on blast, Jocelyn, but she doesn't have a lot of brow hair. So she's also going to be a great model for our next step too, which is brow mapping. But to do a quick natural brow fill, you can either pick, she's either deep brown or medium brown. She recently went darker with her hair, so we're going to start with medium brown, but we could switch that if we wanted to. So starting with a brow pencil to do a quick 60-second brow fill. Does anybody know, can you tell us in the chat, where is the darkest place of the brow? Where is it supposed to be? Does anybody know? So we're going to start with just brushing her hairs in upward motion just to see her natural shape. I like to get that little bit of lift there. And then, okay. So the darkest place of the brow should be the arch to tail. So we're going to start in the arch to tail and lightly lift up, and I lightly press with the brow pencil. So doing one little hair-like stroke like that, just short little strokes. Lynn said the end, exactly, Lynn. It should be from this arch to tail area is where the darkest place should be. Oh, she says beautiful eyes. Marcy also got it. The arch is the darkest spot. Yep, that is correct, Marcy. Thank you. And then we're going to kind of build it out, and she doesn't have too much of an arch, so we're going to kind of give her one. And you can notice I'm barely pressing. I'm doing light little hair-like strokes. I'm giving her a little bit of an arch there. And then I can fill that in lightly. And when I'm holding the pencil, one of my tips is I kind of hold it at the end right here rather than up here at the very tip, because if I hold it up here, I'm going to get too much pressure. So I like to hold it down here and get a lighter hand with it. So I'll just build it up as dark as I need to go. And then I'm going to lightly fade the front of her brow with little hairs going towards the front. So real soft, real natural. And then I always blend it through. Of course, you can make this as dramatic as you want or as natural as you want. You would just keep applying until you got to the level of darkness you wanted or that suits your client. Most of our clients had just gotten a facial though, so I always like to go very natural. They're not wearing any other product, just skincare and brows. Blanca, or not Blanca. Jocelyn, you're not wearing any other product today, are you?
Nope.
Just skincare? Good. So you can see how effortless this looks too. It looks very natural on her, really easy to do. We're gonna keep just applying it. And it only takes a couple seconds, but what a great enhancement it gives her. Okay, look at that. Look at that arch it gave her. Look at how much more open and lifted that side of her face is now. It definitely looks very natural. It's very effortless, easy to do. Just gonna touch up a little bit more. And it's buildable. So this looks really good on her, very natural. And I actually did end up going with the medium brown. I didn't go with deep brown, which a lot of times I feel like we would often gravitate towards that. I'm not necessarily trying to make her brows darker. I'm just trying to enhance them. So it's a natural enhancement. And it looks very effortless on her, easy to work with. Jocelyn, what do you use every day?
I usually use the medium brown pencil.
Okay, good. So the other side, I'm going to move to her other side and we're going to do our 3-point rule talking about brow mapping. So you can see how to brow map, because oftentimes if you get a client who does have sparse brows, it's a little bit intimidating to just go in and fill. So you might need to do a quick brow map, which I'm going to show you. So on this side, we're going to go and brow map her. So mid nostril, straight through the center of the eye. This is where the brow would begin. Mid nostril, straight through the center. That's where the arch would be. Corner of the nose to corner of the eye. This is where the brow would be. So mid nostril, straight through the corner of the eye is the beginning. Mid nostril, straight through the center of the eye is the arch, and then corner to corner. And then you connect those. So now you're able to map. So if I was, when would I use a brow map? I would use it if somebody had really sparse brows and I didn't quite know where to get the placement. I would use it if I was doing a brow waxing service, because now I can map her brows, hand her the mirror, and have the client tell me if she's comfortable with the hairs I'm going to be removing, which would be outside the map. So both those options are great to brow map with. Looks very, it really gives you this perfect guide. So now on this side, we're going to do our full how to brow in 3 easy steps. You can do this with or without a map. And we're going to start with the brow cream, which I untwist the bottom here to expose the cream. So the cream is in there. And then the brow cream has the brush on top. So it's got a built-in brush. It's got the cream on the bottom. It's really easy to work with. Your clients at home can attach the cap to the bottom right there and make it easier to hold. I personally will use the cap as like a little palette, and I will scoop out a small amount of product. You see a really tiny amount. I'll close it up just to make sure my airtight seal is still on. And then I place it onto the back of the lid. Now I can double dip onto the lid and sanitize the lid with alcohol and the brush with alcohol afterwards, rather than double dipping into the pot, which is not able to be sanitized. So again, I'm just going to grab a dual blending brush, and I'm going to start with brushing her hair in an upward motion, giving her a nice lift so I can see the shape nicely. And then I'm going to start in the darkest place of the brow with the brow cream. I'm picking up a small amount of product in the same shade, that medium brown. I'm going to start with that bottom line, doing short hair-like strokes. I feel like Jocelyn is a great candidate for the cream too, because this is really going to stay on all day. It's going to give me a really even application as well. But she uses the pencil every day, right, Jocelyn? So you,
For the most part, for everyday use, yeah, I will do the cream if I'm going out or I'm gonna be somewhere that's a little darker and I want a little more of a dramatic effect.
okay. Yeah, so the cream does tend to be a little bit more pigmented. You can get a natural look or a dramatic look with it, but it tends to be a little bit more pigmented. So it just kind of depends on your client. A lot of people take both and will use both on different occasions, just like Jocelyn had mentioned.
And also in terms of effects, I really like, even if I do use the cream, I'll still use the pencil in addition to that, towards the front of my brow to do the little hair like strokes.
Mm-hmm. Good. So I'm gonna take that dual blending brush and blend that through to make it nice and even. And I'm just building it up gradually. Just short little hair like strokes, building it up as I go. And you can see it's a little bit fuller, it's a little messier than my brow pencil side, which is okay. I'm able to fix that easily. I'm going to take my brow gel, which is a clear brow gel. And you would use a disposable spoolie with this, which I'm grabbing now. If you don't have disposable spoolies in your location, I highly recommend getting them. We do offer them. We have bamboo wand spoolies that are available on our Pro website. And we're going to brush these hairs in an upward motion and give a little bit of lift and definition. That's going to hold her hairs upward and lifted all day long. And now step 3 is to highlight. I'm using the highlighter pencil in the shade Light. So this highlighter pencil is going to clean everything up for me. So even though I didn't get everything completely perfect, I apply it right below the arch to tail. And then a little bit above, not too much above, but just a little bit. And then notice how my angle of my pencil changed. I went from underneath here and I swapped it from up above here. So you can see that my angle is changing. So I'm not going like this on top because I'll get highlighter in her brow. I go from above. Same when I blended it. I'll take my dual blending brush, which is specifically designed to carve out the brow, and it comes in those How to Brow custom kits. And I will blend it out from above and get a little bit more of a perfected look there. And I will tell you, when I'm doing highlighter pencils, so many people have never heard of it before, and I'm just like, it's how you get that perfect brow. It really perfects everything for you. It looks very natural, very effortless. You can blend it in really easily. And I'm just kind of going over to make sure I have it completely blended. And this is cleaning up the entire brow for me. And this brush, as I'm getting to this arch, you can see how it kind of curves with the arch of her brow. Really does a lot of the work for me. I'm just going to touch up the tail. And then we're going to go back through and blend a little bit more. Let us know in the chat box. Do you use the highlighter pencil every day? Have you used it yet? We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, can you?
Highlighter, love the highlighter pencil, great concealer on the face too.
Yes, it definitely is. If you have any redness or any blemishes or anything you want to kind of conceal on the face, you're able to do that with the highlighter pencil really easily. And this is a little bit of a fuller brow than the other one, which just goes to show you that you're able to kind of control how full you like the brows, how dramatic you like them. If you don't like them as full, you can make them thinner. You can really customize it to your client too. One of my big tips as well is when I'm doing the brows, I'll do one side first, and then I will show them the difference, and then I'll go back through and do the other side. That way they can watch me do that second brow and watch me really, they can learn how to do this for when they get home. Because that's one of our biggest goals too, is when we're doing brows, we want to make sure the person can actually do this when they get home. So that is all 3 steps, the How to Brow in 3 easy steps. Really easy to do, looks really natural. You can see the cream is a little bit more dramatic than the pencil, but both are great options. And Jocelyn, what do you think?
I love both of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Both look really good. Both are really easy to do, very easy to work with. And I'm just switching back to our regular camera now. So just give us 1 second. It lags just a little bit. And now that I use all 3 steps on Jocelyn, oftentimes our client is asking us, oh my gosh, I love this. What did you use on me? And that's when you're able to show them the How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps custom kit. And then, sorry. Okay, that's when you're able to show them the custom kit and retail it to them. So if they're in a treatment room and you're not going to put a kit in their hand, you can also have them fill out what's called our client consultation card. And the client consultation card will go to the front desk. This is the consultation card right here. So it's really easy to work off of. You're able to fill it in with the eyebrow cream or pencil. You're able to select their shades, and then you're able to also select their highlighter pencil. So you can take this to the front desk, and the front desk could then customize the kit for them. And in that kit, you get everything that you just used on them. So it really makes sense for your client. I apologize, everyone. We're still trying to switch back to our regular camera here. It's just kind of lagging a little bit. Bear with us as we're going through this. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna just pause for 1 second as I fix this camera situation. Just use this one. Okay, so you all can see me again. Perfect. So we were just talking about our How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps, our custom eyebrow kits. And I can retail either one to Jocelyn now by either filling out the consultation card and giving this to the front desk, or I can also talk to her about the kit if I'm able to. Now let's talk about, how do we approach the client? How do we tell them to get their brows filled in, or how does this conversation happen naturally? So I've just done a facial on somebody. I finished the facial, I finished the hair service, and now I'm ready to do their 60-second brow fill. Well, if I go up to Jocelyn and I say, Jocelyn, can I do a 60-second brow fill on you? She's like, no, I have so much going on today. I'm just going home and showering. I don't need it. All these things are going through her mind of why she can't do it, right? Does it cost anything? So many thoughts are happening. But if I just went to Jocelyn and I had said, okay, Jocelyn, I just completed your facial. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a quick brow enhancement. It's our brow fill. It's only going to take a minute. And if you don't like it, we can take it right off. By switching that conversation and switching the approach, it makes Jocelyn feel more open towards getting the 60-second brow fill. And that brow fill makes her feel good inside. That's one of my favorite things about this product, about this line, about this industry, is that what we're doing impacts somebody's everyday routine. You did a 60-second brow fill, but that 60-second brow fill goes a lot further than the treatment room, because now she feels more confident. Now she knows how to fill in her brows. Now your client is working this into her everyday routine, and it's such an impactful moment for them. So if we don't have any other questions, what we went over today is our product knowledge guide. We talked all about our products. We went through our 60-second brow fill. We did a quick brow map. We did our How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps, and we went through our color matching guides. So all of this can be incorporated into your existing menus. We actually offer a menu template that we can help customize for you to incorporate brows into your existing menu. So you're able to add on that How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps, and we have all the tools you need for it. We also have an incredible incentive program for our pros. We wanted to create something that rewards the pros for placing their orders, for being a part of our Chella family. And with that, we're doing a webinar on March 26th with our founder and CEO, which we'll have an incredible giveaway for. And that webinar is going to be on March 26th, where you can learn all about the incentives and rewards that you could be missing out on. You might already have qualified for it, but we need to book an appointment with our sales rep to make sure that you're all set up. So join our webinar on March 26th as well. And we are so grateful for everyone's time today. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. We have these monthly, so you're able to get your whole team on it, your front desk, your staff, your SDs, everybody can be a part of it because anybody can do browse. It is very simple to do. It's very effortless and it only takes 60 seconds. So thank you to everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks on our webinar with Chris. Have a great day.